slept terribly again. It's been harder to sleep lately, almost like I can't switch my brain off. There's no rest or time to unwind. Maybe it's anxiety or something like that. At least I woke up to sunlight and just before my alarm, I tapped on my phone to turn off the buzzer before it went off. I sat up, rubbing my sleep-ridden eyes, awake against my will. I considered skipping, but I couldn't see that through. I never skipped a class, not even for illness. My parents wouldn't allow it. Haruka, her dad didn't really care as much about her attendance. I wonder if the other girls have strict parents or strange thoughts to have as I stirred, plodding off to get ready for the day ahead. Aside from history homework, I pushed aside my coursework was under control. Given the signs that have been a breeze homework-wise, it's been easy to stay on top of the stuff, which still left my uneasy, but Haruka seemed to have adjusted to the other girls. I grabbed my backpack and headed for the front door. Please, I was so ahead of schedule. Oh, this is nice. I like this. But for all the times Haruka burst in, excuse me. But for all the times Haruka burst in with too much energy, she didn't turn up early today, of course. The one time I've been ready for her to get here and she's late. I checked the time on my phone and looked to the door again, unsure of what to make of her absence. Was she sick? I waited for as long as I was able to, mindful that she could have gone early to save hassling me. Sometimes she did go to school early to run the track, or I heaved a sigh, sending a quick text to her to ask if she was okay. I then took the plunge, nerves building in my stomach. The last time she did not come, blah. The last time she didn't come to school had been pretty bad. Oh, alright, so we're just panning, alright. Maybe this is good. Haruka and I came a little too dependent on one another sometimes. It's good to have space, not to be dependent. I shouldn't need her around, and she shouldn't need me around. Though, I'm not sure who needs the most. I never see Haruka talking to other people. Does she even have any other friends? Or am I her only friend? And wait, is she my only friend? No, there's Ally and the girls in science. This is good. Then why do I feel so awful? I sighed heavily, kicking a rock along the roadside. I needed to stop focusing on Haruka for now. She would be at school, probably just forgetting to see me before she walked the rest of the way. I shouldn't make it out to be worse than it actually is. I had classes to think about and plenty of new people to talk to. If I had focused too much on Haruka, I'd worry and it'd be worse for both of us. Instead, I need to make sure I'm ready for class and ready to deal with those girls and Manami. There were only a few students milling around outside of the school, and I could see a few smoking by the corner of the campus. I avoided eye contact as they shot looks out my way. I charged forward into the school grounds, not eager to get into a fight with the others. There was more Ali's job, maybe even Aiko's. Not that I ever seen her get mad. I wonder what Kana or Yumi would say about such a thing. The truth was, I hardly knew these girls still. I couldn't imagine Yumi smoking, not unless it was one of those nonchalant movie moments. They always make smoking seem glamorous in movies, when in reality, it smells awful. Yeah, it really does. I fucking hate cigarettes so much. I fucking hate it so damn much. I hate the smell of it. Man, just, ugh. Oh, this is nice. First class is, study period? Really? I didn't check my timetable too thoroughly. No, it didn't matter. Even though it's one of those classes one could skip, they still took attendance. Some people study while others goofed around. Haruka didn't turn up for homeroom. Then maybe she turned up even earlier than me? And I didn't actually know what class the other girls were in. The question was, how would I use my time? Oh, I got options. Let me quick save this though. Check in the track field. Hide in the stairwell. Get some food. I mean, we could get some food just to see how it is. Let's get some food. Because I spent half my morning worrying about Haruka. I forgot to eat. Maybe I can grab something from the vending machine. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice... Oh. The music changed. The school cafeteria wasn't open during class time, given that people would skip class to go eat, which left me with a very limited selection of heavily preserved snacks. I stood before the vending machine, eyeing my choices. Kana. Hey, don't get anything yet. Oh, it's her. Coincidence. Oh, hey, Kana. Hey, what are you doing? I was gonna get something for breakfast. Kind of pulled out a sleek leather purse. It was black with gold straight. Excuse me. Oh my god. It was black with gold trim and struck me as odd. It just seemed so unlike her. What do you want? I can pay for my own breakfast. Kind of stepped toward the machine and inspected the choices. I was gonna get my own breakfast too. Great minds, huh? Kinda insistences on covering my breakfast was unexpected, but who was I to argue? That's something salty, something sweet, nothing. Quick save? Let's get something sweet. If she's offering, alright, I guess. Thank you. But suspicious though. A muffin? Ooh, I do like chocolate chip muffins or blueberry muffins. Those are pretty good. Me too. What a coincidence, huh? And with this music in the background, though, Kinda seemed genuinely excited that we had the same idea about what to eat. She tapped at the button and pressed her hands and nose to the glass and I'm watching film. I would love to see a CG of that. That'd be funny. Once it landed, she bent down to pick up the muffins. She offered one towards me and kept one close to her. Eat up, Baraka. You're gonna need that energy for class later. Once I took my muffin from her, she began to chew at the plastic with her teeth. Oh, no, I get you. I moved to help her. Excuse me. Let me get the water next to me. Hold on. Excuse me. Alright. I moved to help her open it, but she snarled around the plastic. I got this. I had to laugh at the switched in tone. Sure, I was just gonna help you. Kinda raised her eyebrows, letting the plastic fall from between her teeth. She rubbed the spit-covered corner with her nose wrinkled. I got it, promise. Plus, I got it all. She gestured where her teeth had not. I would like a CG of that too. That'd be funny. And through, she yanked the plastic apart with ease. Her head tipped to the side. I took a bite of my muffin. Maybe we should sit down. Kinda nodded and bounced over to the table nearby. She could be severe 1 second, then so light the next. I watched her with careful attention before I joined her, sitting across from her. I don't know this music, man. And with her, it's very coincident. Too coincidence with all the things that we like. I don't know. It'd be easiest to speak with her that way. While some people could be shy about how they 8. Kana had the muffin in her mouth, her cheek puffed out, and her eyes fixed onto her bounty. She had crumbs around her mouth, which she was fighting to keep shut. Maybe take smaller bites? She kinda swallowed whole, her eyes unfocused. The words seemed to hit her at a moment later when she met my eyes. Little eye. Huh? I just said smaller bites. Kinda chewed slower. Finishing what was left on her food, she played with the edge of the wrapper, ruffling the paper between her fingers. She kept doing that like a nervous habit or tick. Do you have many friends? I felt my chest tighten at that question. Out of surprise and nerves, I thought back to Hurricane Alia, whatever. He said to Hurricane that maybe we could be friends. She seems, kind of rolled the words in her mouth as if she was looking for a kinder way to phrase it. She kind of opened her mouth, but closed it again and insisted picked apart her muffin. She put a piece into her mouth, her gaze settled elsewhere. It was hard to see what Alia had meant yesterday. While Kana could be a little aggressive at times, it was never a malice. She reminded me of Hurricane in that way. That may be why they failed to get along, both headstrong and assertive to compensate for something else. So, why do you enjoy psychology? The question caught Kana off guard, as she looked at me with wide-eyed. Rather than answer the question, she shied away. Her gaze dropped to her hands, and her confidence fell away. You really care? She tried to sound distant or aloof, but she just sounded scared. It's dumb, I just do, I like it. Like what? There was a beat of silence where Kana stared at her hands again, flipping the paper faster and faster. Kana? Sorry, we don't have to talk about it. No, it's okay. I find people really hard to understand, so learning about how the mind works helps. Yeah, that's understandable. I really do like psychology and how like people think and how the mind works as well. And fucking Sigma used to think in with his philosophy, and some of the philosophers as well in their back history. It makes things more sense. It makes things easier for us. For me. Wait, who's us? Are you talking about the group? People scare me. And I'm sorry, we don't. She took a deep breath, her lips pinched together as if she were trying to stop herself from speaking. Her eyes closed after a long, blank stare. She seemed to be teething on the spot, one hand pressed to the right side of her head. Hey, it's okay, I get it. You had a rough time with last year and a new school. It's okay. She peeked past her hand, an emptiness in her gaze, now that hadn't been there before. I reached out to hold her hand, hopeful that pressure might ground her. Kana nodded as if to approve. She even met me halfway, intertwining our fingers. Though not fixed, because people aren't like that, she didn't seem to be getting any worse. And I held her hand, firm but gentle, concern etched into my brows. Sorry. I get confused sometimes when I'm stressed, or I get scared about people trying to be around me. Her voice got gradually smaller, more frightened, but she kept my hand in hers. I tried to ignore what we must look to like to other people. Excuse me. I like to understand people better. People are scary and say mean things. Sometimes I want them to like me. I like you. That dazed look returned to her face, but she smiled so brightly that it vanished. I like you too. Were it any other context, I might read into that, but given that she fought off the panic attack, I didn't read into it. I just wanted her to be okay, whatever that meant for her. She breathed deeply and thoughtfully. She even nabbed another piece of her muffin with her free hand. Thank you for being patient with me. Happy to help. I had no idea how Alia could be convinced this girl would set a fire to her school. I can think of several type of reasons and probably guesses and a theory. Frankly, I was afraid to ask her about it. She seems sensitive, especially now. No, this is a psychology type of trick type of thing too. You can never know. You can never know someone's true intention. Not that she was fragile or weak, just sensitive, and she needed time to adjust. Maybe like she's putting on a mask type of thing, man. Like, you know, covering up something. Like, you can be innocent and sweet at the outside, but the inside you can be diabolically evil and like wicked and twisted in the inside with a manipulative like action of force. At some point I need to ask her though, wouldn't I thought we weren't gonna get into it, but we'll find out. The class bells sounded and our hands came apart. I don't know if we have a class together now, do we? I shook my head. I hadn't seen her in any of our classes except for science. Oof, excuse me. I'd finally found Haruka by the start of the second period, but she was quiet. I didn't press her on why she failed to turn up that morning, as I figured she'd tell me if she wanted to. You know what's funny? Every time the music changes into something like very like how would I describe it? Like a scary ambient tone over serious tone, and then I hear the button like beep. Or like, you know, guys, if you guys ever played the game, you know, you start out the game and it's like, oh, welcome back, beep, we miss you, beep. It sounds that I think that has something to relate to something. Having some vibes back in DOKIDOKI a little bit. Alright. Instead, we sat through class joking a little less than usual. It wasn't until the bell rang for lunch and that she seemed to come alive again. Oh, alright. I wish math didn't exist. I know the fucking feeling. Haruka, I fucking hate math so fucking much. We all fucking hate math. Except mathematicians, bankers, accountants, and well, I don't know, honestly. Shit. Oh wow, Haruka has got, like, her pupils are more diamond rhombus shaped now. Like, that's freaking cool. The artist did a perfect job on the sprites and like the background as well too. Hexy, you done a good job on your work as well too, and the story wise is really getting good. Let's continue though. I mean, it doesn't, or does it? Don't be a nerd. A lot of people have theorized about whether or not math is real. Don't start. She laughed and shoved me in a good. Oh, okay, the music changed. Good nature. You didn't have to take math, you know. But you were taking it. But I enjoy math. You, on the other hand, I wanted to be with you. Alright. It's not much, but I like being in classes with you. Even if you fail them? I don't fail at them. I just don't do so good. Yeah, that's another great way to phrase it. Which is fine. Because I'm with you. She split off for the track field again, and I let her go. I never wanted to crowd her or demand she stay by my side. She had her own interests and hobbies, and I had lunch to eat. Yeah, we're gonna eat lunch. And we're back here. Oh, okay, it's back. It's them. I already ate. I come. Alright, shit. How did I voice her again? Let me get water. My voice is already straining. Alright. One muffin isn't a meal, Kana. Oh, hello, I walk up. If you wanted more muffins, you could have said. Would you want to join us for lunch? I brought extra, and Yumi usually eats it, but I haven't seen her. Yumi, where are you, girl? I picked you first, though. In any case, I have food, and if needed, and it needs to be eaten. Excuse me, yeah, don't waste any food, guys. With that, Aiko walked over to an empty table to unpack the bento box from her backpack. She pulled out 2 decent-sized boxes filled with rice balls and dumplings and an assortment of fish and vegetables. Excuse me. Kana stared at the food and at Aiko. Where's the sweets, huh? She picked up one of the I do not know how to say that. Inari, excuse me, and stuffed it into her mouth. You get what you get, Kana. I'm surprised you didn't have a packed lunch given. She looked at Kana. I have one, but it's really boring, and I like all vegetables and She paused to meet my eye. Blah. Aiko and I were the weirdo rich kids in Minima. No one called us weirdos. Kana raised her eyebrows at her arms crossed on the table in front of her. Maybe not to your face, but they called me a weirdo all the time. Aiko resisted a retort just barely. She shot a sidelong glance at me, nervous in her place. You volunteered to tutor delinquents in your free time, yeah? That's pretty weird. It's for the additional, and your dad works with my dad. What does that have to do with anything? Kana shrugged a shoulder, her arms still crossed. People were nice to you for the same reasons they were nice to me. Expensive birthday presents, free lift homes, helicopter ride. What the fuck? She snorted loudly. Free food. Aiko pulled her bento closer protectively. People were nice to me because I was nice. And people weren't that mean to you, were they? Kana shot Aiko with an incredulous look. People were nice to me. Barely. I had to be a bitch to get them to respect me though. People eat you alive if you were nice. She grabbed another inari, stuffing the whole thing into her mouth. I think you can win people over by being nice. Not that you should win people over. It's an expression. She exhaled, looking at me for support. So people treated you both differently because you were rich? Minima School wasn't illustrious by any means. It was actually quite crappy. Aiko shot Kana an annoyed look. It was a lower income school. My parents sent me there in lieu of a private school. We had family ties to it. My mother went there and she learned many things within the school. They didn't want me to be spoiled or something like that. They wanted me to get along with my own merit. And I transferred there. Aiko shot Kana a concerned look. I was let go from the school I attended. I didn't even do anything wrong. My parents were friends, so they recommend that Kana join me. Oh wait, that was her. That Kana joined me, and as I was doing well, Kana toyed with the chopsticks. Us each worked through the box launches. I'm sorry to hear that, Kana. Why did you get kicked out? Let me quick save this though. I kind of want to know why did you get kicked out. I'm sorry to hear that, Kana. Let's ask. Why did you get kicked out? Why did you get kicked out? He found out I've been attending therapy. Oh, really? Huh. Her jaw tightened around her words, and her head twitched subtly. I didn't do anything bad either. I was just seeing someone about some stuff. You shouldn't get kicked out for asking help. It's bullshit. Kana. It is though. That school sucked anyways. Everyone was so stuck up. But I joined a class in year 11 and I knew no one. Just Aiko. I made like 2 other friends, but even then, doesn't even matter. I'm gonna get out of school and learn psychology and help people. Make sure people can get help. Aiko cleared her throat softly and sent us each a smile. We ate in easy silence for a while, with an occasional comment about the quality of the food Aiko had brought. But I felt the question chewed at my brain. Oh no, he fucking asked. Alright, were either of you there for the fire? You don't have to answer, but... I looked at them both, my elbow set on the edge of the table. I had been there during the week, and on the same day, but I don't remember the fire. Oh wait, that was her. You probably repressed it, or... She blinked before her eyes shut. She reopened them, uncertain for a moment, then focused on me. I don't think we should talk about that. I shrugged a shoulder, my hands raised to concern defeated. I wasn't asking to be rude, sorry. But it is rude, aw damn it. We aren't here to be interrogated, even if you had good intentions. We deserve better than that. We went through a lot. The unflinching eye contact was enough to push my gaze away as I took my final piece of salmon. I looked at Kana, unsure why she slid into such a defensive stance. She alternated between sweet and strict rapidly. Her voice sounded off, unlike the girl who'd spoken earlier, and nothing like the girl who bought me a muffin earlier. The bell sounded and lunch ended. Aiko and Kana waved and split off for their afternoon classes. Haruka and I walked home after school as we normally did. Whatever happened to Yumi? In truth, I was surprised that Alia hadn't come to see me about Kana. She had practically chased me down over that yesterday. I finished up my history paper and a few pages of my math homework. I was thankful science had been so slack, with no specific homework given as of yet. We had the class tomorrow, so no doubt that could change. Ah, the group chat. Yep, there's that beat again. Oh, or not? Alia. I just love the Discord fucking thing that's making fun of. Alright. Have you I don't know what voice I'm gonna give her, honestly. I forgot. Have you talked to Kana yet? No, not yet. I didn't feel comfortable asking her about it. What do you mean? I saw Yumi for a bit, then we had wait, what? When did we saw Yumi? Alright, that doesn't seem right. Yumi for a bit, then we had lunch. Oh, unless he's lying to her, obviously. Well, maybe, I don't know. I saw Yumi for a bit, then we had lunch with Aiko, then I had lunch with Aiko and Kana. Even after I told you that I need you to spend time with Kana, I don't know who you think you are telling me who I spend my time with. Don't be selfish, it's for the safety of the school. I'm not gonna pry into her traumas for no reason. If it really matters to you, you go spend time with Kana yourself. She wouldn't be at the school if it wasn't that big of a danger. I don't get why you're acting like she's the victim. It's that psychology thing, man. She could use that as a defensive, but I don't know, man. I don't know. She was the one. She's the one who hears voices and got kicked out of the private school for it. But she failed to mention that. She thinks she's a bunch of people. My God, hold on. But bet she failed to mention that. She thinks she's a bunch of people at once. Isn't that insane? You don't even care about the girl she killed through her mental breakdown. Being mentally ill doesn't make you a killer. Wait, she hears voices? Let me save this. Ah, my God, that's a... Honestly, that is a tricky question to answer. That is a tricky question to answer. I don't know. But where did Alia hear this information from, though? I don't know. I don't know, man. Yes. One is like, I don't. There is several cases with this one, and then there's this one. I don't. I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna hate myself for this. Like, I did quick save it though. Let's try. Wait, like, we were defending Kana, but let's go with wait, she hears voices. No, let's. Yeah, even though I might hate this. All right, let's go that. Whether she hears voices or not, it doesn't matter. You can't use that as a proof that she killed someone. Take 2 seconds to look it up. People with schizophrenia or dissociative disorder are usually victims, not killers. No sane person kills people. They do, actually. I'm not stalking Connor on your behalf. End of discussion. Why is Alia so desperate to prove that Connor did something wrong? Why does it change who set the fire? I know it's important to work out who did it, but if one of the girls started the fire, they almost died in it. So why would they do such a thing? Unless they didn't want to survive it. Do you believe you're smarter than an artificial intelligence? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's one of these questions. Damn, it's one of those. Do I believe I'm smarter than an artificial intelligent being? I mean, we created the AIs, and that's the but we also make the mistakes of giving them too much power. I don't, because they do have most knowledge if you think about it. So I'm gonna say no. Do you think you are a cybernetic? Do you think you are above cybernetic enhancement? No, I'm not above. What the fuck is? All right, now I'm getting frightened a little bit. Thursday, we're almost to the weekend. Thank God. I rolled over to slap on my phone. Oh, my alarm wasn't going. I pushed myself out of bed, aware that it was going to go in no time. I stretched, cracking my joints as I climbed out of bed. Another day, eh? Wait, but it's nighttime. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Another day, like I said. I sent her a text. She'd gone straight to school yesterday without warning me. I'd rather not sit at home like an idiot and wait for her again if she's gonna forget me. When there was no response and set off for school. With the weekend coming up, I had free time. Maybe I should make some plans or something for once. I stumbled into a group of friends, after all, and it could have been more fun to show them around. Though, they must have lived nearby or close enough to get into the school. Would everyone want to do the same thing, or would I have to ask only one of them out? I have to think about it. What was with that text? What do you mean? I'm going to school without you? So rude. But you were here before, weren't you? Still,
I might have been running late or sick. You didn't even ask how I was. Ugh.
I rolled my eyes and sent a sideways glance at Haruka. Are you sick?
No.
I thought I saw you both. It's almost the weekend.
Haruka had turned away, her head lifted, and her gaze sent to Kana from the corner of her eye. She has big eyebrows. I don't know. At least they weren't yelling right now. While Haruka tried her best to appear intimidating, Kana smiled like a dumb puppy. Either she was intentionally ignoring Haruka's stance, or she simply failed to notice.
You have plans for the weekend?
Nope.
Oh, that's no fun.
Nope.
Are you okay, Haruka?
Yep.
You're giving off hostile body language. Do you feel threatened?
What? No.
You'll recall Aiko said we're friends. We even spent time together during classes, and you're happy to talk to them.
Excuse me.
Saying we're friends doesn't make us friends magically.
Why not?
I'm a multi-facted enigma of complicated emotions.
Wow, that's some big words for you.
What do you mean for me?
I didn't mean it like that.
If there's one area of study of Haruka flourished, it was in language. She loved theater, and her vocabulary flourished because of it.
I have a extensive word collection. Totally. Just lots of words.
Even if it was use of words, it was sometimes lacking. And her text sounded like she's done a key of cocaine.
Oh, that sounds fun.
What? No, it's broody and deep. Very scary, some words say.
Why scary?
Because no one understands me.
Oh? Does that make you feel bad? That people don't understand you?
Yeah.
Do you struggle at home with that too?
What? Wait, are you trying to psychoanalyze me right now?
If I was, how would that make you feel?
Stop it.
Well, I still want to be your friend. It's okay to be broody or scary as long as you don't hurt people.
Well, duh, I don't hurt people.
At least Haruka seemed to have gotten used to being around Kana.
Plus, I like broody and deep. It gives someone character.
Not everyone can be a bubble of sunshine like Aiko.
Hey, I can be a bubble of sunshine.
Haruka grit her teeth into the most angular smile I ever see. Oh my freaking god.
What is with that smile?
I looked at Kana, who was looking anywhere except for Haruka.
We have science first, I think.
We should probably get there, huh?
What? Was it my smile?
No, your smile is great.
We made it. I'm getting suspicious of Kana now, honestly. She's getting too close to us now. I want to freaking hang out with Yumi, man. We made our way to class with Kana at my right and Haruka on my left. Neither of them spoke, though the tension they had arrived with Kana seemed to lift. Haruka was all bark but no bite. And no bite, excuse me. I couldn't place why she's so protective. Had she always been so ready to snap at others, and I failed to notice? Mr. Sato.
The first topic we'll be covering is the genetics.
A collective grumble and groan formed across the room, except for Aiko, who seemed to perk at the mention. I opened my notebook and textbook and aligned them on my desk. Others moved at a slower pace, but once they settled, Mr. Sato set his lecture.
This study of the genetics can be defined as the study of heredity and the variation of the inherited characteristics. This is a usual specific.
You know, I'm just gonna read my normal voice. I can't strain my voice no more. This is usually specific to organisms, organic or inorganic. This phenomenon has been observed for the past millennia. Who is cited as first as documented genetics? Wasn't it Charles Darwin? He developed and proposed a theory about evolution. Not exactly the same thing. Much of our knowledge, oh damn it, I was wrong. I knew it, my dumbass. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Hell no. Much of knowledge has developed thanks to testing the population for disease. Oh my god. Was that Yumi? In the interest in understanding to protect ourselves and we're coming to learn about ourselves. For as long, what the fuck, as we've been dedicated to identify and genetics traits, we have sought to control the outcome. Mince bread and become better. Oh my god, I cannot. It's actually giving me an eyesore right now. Crossbreeding dogs until I desired traits. One can quantify certain attributes by elements such as intellect, empathy, and social grace. So these things vary. Unfortunately, humanity tends to self-involve to the point of causing physical pain or system failures within which we create. It is cruel to match dogs with temperaments in the interests of the better companion. Beyond that, there is talks of children and being bred and baked into perfect progenies at the least genetic level. Scientifically, humans is meant to be a companion too. As if a child detected as an unhealthy in womb, it is kinder to end itself then and allowed to crawl through life. At what point is no longer as the health of which is being created and about health of society as a whole. The classroom remains silent, aside from the notes being scrawled down. An apartment, an apt example of gene modifications was the set of the laboratory mice. While they stood to improve the memory of the mice, they failed in other areas. The mice were given in heightened memory and the ability to learn, but in turn they were incredibly sensitive to pain. The balance of traits is difficult to strike. Evolution has taken care of humanity thus far, but with the search of the heightened technology and better futures, these questions have become quite real. None of these tested have passed out onto humans as of yet. Has been the advancement as other technologies. They're in a potential potential for exponential growth. I probably said that wrong. I know I said that wrong. Silence continue. I fucking have fun, bro. It's like, ugh. Silence continued through. There was a little space to speak. Mr. Sato was speaking hypothetically, of course, but usually teachers linger in practically rather than philosophical. I shook my head and straightened out my thoughts. Genetics has spread to other areas of technology. As the classroom rounded off, I watched Haruka bolt out the room. I blinked once, twice, unsure where she could be off in such a hurry. Instead, I was left within the remainder of my group, though Yumi and Aiko appeared to be talking in sign language. Oh, fuck berries. Why did Haruka leave? Maybe she noticed the glitch in Yumi or the glitch in other people? I can't make out what they're saying, but it's gotta be bad. I don't think I ever seen them in a fight. Given they spoke through sign language, it was hard to tell. Until Aiko rushed out of the door. Go find Haruka, follow Aiko, stay with Yumi, check on Yumi. Let me quick save this. I kind of want to see what happened with Yumi. Let's go to Shark with Yumi. I think it might give us the option though. Oh my god. Oh my god, the music changed. What have I done? What have I done? Oh my god, what the fuck did I do? What? 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 Why the fuck does it give me the kana?
Hey, are you okay? You just like blacked out for there for a second. I have no clue what happened. Aiko and Yumi freaked, and then I care about you, so be safe, yeah?
This is not good. Alright. Kana might be the mastermind. Oh, and I don't like the music in the background. Now it's giving me the chills. Oh shit.
Oh wait, here.
Oh fucking A, why did you come close to me? Alright, she handed something to me, though I couldn't quite identify it. It did look familiar though.
You dropped it when you fainted. Anyways, like I said, you blacked out and Yumi helped you to bring you here, and she went to get help. But I said I'll keep you safe till she got back. You're welcome. Still, I feel bad just up and leaving you here all alone. It can be super dangerous being unconscious and vulnerable, but you probably know that, huh? I'm not helping. Maybe it had to do with the weird lecture.
So you noticed too?
It was kind of weird, wasn't it? How he was talking about genetics can play a part in how someone develops psychologically. Sorta like how you can put all your care, time, and money into something. It doesn't mean you're going to love it. And likewise, that doesn't mean it'll love you back. I never got the whole designer aspect to having kids. Imagine burdening someone with the knowledge you paid thousands of dollars for them to exist. Parents already put so much pressure on their children because of the sacrifices they make for their futures, especially for people who weren't ready to be a parent. Though if you're paying for the kid, you'd hope to be ready. Otherwise, all that pressure raising an ungrateful child who you spend your money creating, they probably pop from the pressure. The parents or the kids maybe
Are you telling us your story?
That was dark. I'm sorry. You just passed out too. I guess my point is sometimes people develop differently than they're meant to. And that's okay. I don't even think there is any particular way someone is meant to be. We are however we turn out. We are our actions, and we rarely our intentions. So as long as they don't hurt anyone or themselves, they still deserve to exist.
That was a surprisingly long detour, especially given we're alone in the bathroom and I kinda just passed out. Maybe this was all part of the fever dream. Fever dream? Oh, he's talking about the cybernetic thing. And all the other questions from every time that when the day ends, it's probably Kana or Yumi pulling the string. But then I saw the Yumi glitch. It's probably Yumi now, no. But then Kana keeps showing up every freaking time, getting close to us. But then there's also Herka being sad and upset and protective and just running out because she knows something's up.
Can I talk to you about something before you go?
Oh, I don't like this where this is going. Let's go, yes. Oh my god, you bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Scared the shit out of me. Fuck you. god. Well, actually, it's actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Now we can see her clover eyes clearly. But the music changed.
Can I tell you something? Something happened to, not to me, but to us, someone.
What the? Oh my gosh, she does have people talking in her head. Her words tripped together into a run-on sentence. I could see the gears turning in her head. Oh.
I'm afraid to tell you because I feel like you'll take it the wrong way. The first day we met, I wasn't myself. Not completely. You know, how I can be bossy or bratty and even take over. When I know I have to meet new people, I sort of become someone else and someone who can handle that.
Oh, she has... Okay, she has, like, fucking personality disorder, like personality split disorder or something.
Ever since I was a kid, even before I really remember, I thought it was normal.
She took a deep breath, nerve built up behind her. Maybe her other split personality took over and did start to fire. Nerves built up behind her words.
Last year, I was diagnosed with
Dissociative identity disorder. I knew it. Oh, something like that.
on less severe scales, like my alter. That's the term for them. Personalities. Well, they work together to keep me safe. I remember most things, but they feel like a dream or a nightmare.
Oh yeah, no, but that's mostly both. And you're fucking with us, dude.
Kind of fuzzy around the edges when someone else was in the front. Sometimes it feels like I share my body with other people. At least two I can pinpoint, but there's more. They want me to be safe, and it doesn't matter where I grew up, but I fragmented when I should have been formed together. I've only had a few deeper losses of memory. I know. I saw my sister die.
Oh. And the music stopped. And the music stopped, dude.
I don't remember it, but one of them does. I saw so much death as a child. So many people just hurt, and I couldn't help. But neither of them are bad. I don't expect you to understand fully, but please listen.
She paused to fidget with her hands. She refused to meet my eyes as she spoke. Oh my god, something scary is gonna happen, isn't there? Something scary is gonna happen. Don't fuck with me, honestly. Do not fuck with me right now.
I'm a co-conscience, so I hear and see what others are saying.
What? Okay. She shivered into in the cold of the bathroom, and I reached towards her instinctively. She leaned into the touch, her limbs stuffed, and her movement jerky.
I just wanted you to know. Everyone found out at my last school. They mocked me for it.
Isn't it
like in the movies? It's not even noticeable sometimes. Maybe how I hold my hand or say certain a word. At worst, you'd think I was in a good or bad mood.
She exhaled, her eyes watery. You know, this should be like a crying CG or something, and like him holding her on the bathroom or something.
There's two other girls. They're the ones I share my memories with most.
There's more, thousands, but those are two I know about for certain.
Oh, for certain. But one of them died, but they can't die. She just felt like she died. The others I know my whole life, but her. She's big and black, with teeth and too many eyes. She's so scary, but I think you like her.
What the fuck do you mean by that? I don't want to see it. I really don't. She's big and black with teeth and too many eyes. She's so scary, but I think you like her. Theory time. Alright.
She keeps me safe. That's what she says. And I'm safe when I listen to her.
She smiled weakly, still shaken as she nestled closer to me. I'm babbling. I'm babbling. Sorry. This doesn't have to be a big deal. You might never have to even notice. She laughed, but it was too nervous and high to be happy. We don't have to talk about it. It's a lot. I just wanted to be one of the ones to be the one to tell you about it. I know it's already going through around the school. I don't know why. Is your diagnosis why you wanted to go into psychology? She thought on it and nodded for emphasis. An almost childish excitement was drawn out of her. Find Haruka. Stay with Kana. Find Yumi. Let me quick say this. Actually, I'm gonna leave it off right here for right now, guys. We're gonna find out till next time. So without further ado, I hope you guys have a good night, good evening, and good morning from wherever you're from. So peace out and sayonara. Bye bye.